Hi everyone. So I'm going to be putting out more of these whenever there's something that I think is relevant to not just preppers, but anyone that wants to flesh out their preparedness level to be prepared for any kind of weird event that may be coming down the road. And this is definitely weird. First off, this is about the Georgia Guidestones. This morning, the 6th, someone pretty much took a device to this monument, this set of stones, and collapsed one of them. Now, it's been defaced before. However, this is the first time that someone has actually damaged it to the point where eventually they demolished it. They took it all down. Let's go over a few of the weird things here. So if you don't know what these are, these Georgia Guidestones are referred to as the Stonehenge of America. There's some weird astrological stuff that comes along with it, and that's not even getting into what's inscribed on it. It was created by some guy named R.C. Christian. Obviously, that's a nickname for somebody. Who that person is, nobody knows. Construction crews only worked on it at night, and it was fenced off. What is so weird about this guidestone, this monument? First, there were different languages. You got English, Spanish, Swahili, Hindi, Hebrew, Arabic, traditional Chinese, and Russian. So the really weird thing about this guidestone monument thing that people put up in a random place, that somebody put up in a random place, the number one commandment, so to speak, on this thing says maintain humanity under 500 million in perpetual balance with nature. To me, automatically, that is a giant red flag that negates anything else that would follow down these so-called 10 commandments. That would require something very drastic, something that I would consider very evil, not something that I'd want anyone to really live through. The implications are terrible. Putting people in camps and disposing of them that way, as these types like to say, that would require mass starvation events. That would require a lot of natural disasters with no aid. How are you going to get 7 billion down to 500 million? There's no good way to do that, period. There just isn't. So a lot of people are taking this for a win. When it was damaged by explosives, it's a very symbolic victory. I don't know which of the stones, which languages this one right here was, but you can see that one of them is totally destroyed. The stone at the top is pretty messed up, and they were in a rush to take it down. It seems like a win for some people, but what if it's not a win? There's a capsule underneath it. They didn't reveal what's underneath the capsule, and as far as I know, it hasn't been pulled up either. But what if now someone somewhere is saying, okay, so plan A is scrapped. Let's go on to plan B. If not through gentle measures, what if by force? And that's something that maybe we should think about. Is this something that can happen, and then whoever commissioned this is simply just going to walk away and let it be? I would hope at this point it doesn't matter because that person's no longer among us. But what if it's not a person? What if it's multiple people? There's just so many unanswered questions, and it almost feels like evidence was erased. Because if you think about the timing of this, if you think about how quickly they demolished it, did they fully exploit the site? Did they check for any residue? Did they really get everything that they could from this area? They had all day to work on it, I guess, but moved pretty quickly for what's essentially a crime scene. That's my quick take on it. Something for you guys to be aware of. This was a very costly investment. Let's see, it was erected in the 80s. I mean, just think about it. Big granite slabs, 237,746 pounds worth of stone just there, paid for, carved out, erected. The secrecy that was required. Do you really think that whoever put this up there, whether it's an individual or a group, is just going to let it slide? And that's my question. I don't know. Maybe they will. Maybe it's a very high-level millionaire, billionaire troll. Who knows? The world's been weird for quite a while, and I think we just fully realize it nowadays because of social media, because of the instantaneous way that news is delivered. But part of me hopes for the best and will always prepare for the worst. And I hope that's the choice that you're making as well. So until my next video, whenever that may be good, stay safe, and have a good one.